I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm...
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. Go 20. Zebra. Hey.
On first down, it's Stafford. Gates with a grab. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Hey.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Easy.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Curtis Samuel, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. Hey, 54!
Stafford now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
I'm going to run you over. Check 31, check 31. Middle, middle, middle. Check like 7. Mike 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike. Hey, Echo. Mike 54.
Here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down, Browns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 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 hey. Zero. 50, Mike 50. Small. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Rip right, rip right. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's Stafford. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Alert! Hey, coming. 24 is the mic. Hey, watch the lane. 24 is the mic. Let's go. Buzz.
Stafford looks to throw again. Looking deep for Adams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
What?
The Bengals drive about to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Open man, it's Preston Williams. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's got Snead. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Jack! Hell, you won.
Out of the gun. Goff. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Goff. Well, this is caught by Williams. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here we go on fourth down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, give me a radar. Check, hey, exit. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 4 yards. Brings up.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Go. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
On first down, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Goff now to throw, and he's going to go down again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Let's get off the field, D.
From the gun, here's Goff. Got his target, Samuel. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
20. Check. Watch 54. They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Michael Bannon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Brandon
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Shell.
Now gone. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Mike's 50. I got one.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
57 to Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Brown.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, Grant. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Right. That. You got 80. Right there. 50. Omaha, ready to move. No.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Monday. 57.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Monday.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Greystone travel.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Shoot. Like 7.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
The toss out to Barkley. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play.
Get him, boys.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Blue 60.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. Blue 60.
54. Record.
5 yards gets them back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey. 54's Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Got it complete to Crabtree. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses, It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. McManus now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to maneuver. And almost coast to coast. A great return marked down all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Go Brown.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
5.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
Back to throw. Gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
The throw is gone, and it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go.
Motion.
They'll try and run for it. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They will run with Grant. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Grant, 76 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch 36 to Mike.
On second and very short, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready. 250. White.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 99. Check 99.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Crunch.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Hey, I got you. We got this, coach. Come on. I'm coming. 24 is the mic. Ricky.
Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Browns, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,